The difference between me getting blown off and me getting something done is whether or not someone goes in with me. Terrible time to make a live stream. I've got coffee beeping at me. I'll be right back. Actually, first thing I'm going to do, I need to go to court, so I need gas. Here is my PayPal uh, link. I don't know if any of y'all can help, but if you can, it would be much appreciated. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, I gotta try to get to court, and I gotta try to get someone to speak for me in court. I gotta try to get someone to look at the evidence, go through it with me. I gotta come up with the funds. That's the thing, is that if we're trying to get help, I end up getting punished and harmed repeatedly. I've called all the places that I'm told to call. Almost every call that I've had to make by myself. So I'm grateful when other people make calls with me. At least there's a witness. That is, if they speak up, which is the toughest issue. Most people don't know when to speak up or how to speak up. It's not that they're bad people, it's that they just don't speak up. A lot of them, they complain that nobody spoke up for them. And there's also a lot of people that offered to help me that really needed a lot of help themselves. I really need help. So a lot of times when other people come to me and they actually end up needing help, I hope that if I help them, then they'll keep their word to help me. And it doesn't always end up that way. Matter of fact, usually it doesn't. A lot of times there's drugs or alcohol involved, and I don't mess around with either one. So it makes it complicated for me. And then there's the sex thing, which I try to avoid. But that's human nature. Like, a lot of people, their argument is, "Hey, that's human nature." Yeah, I get that. But the fact is that I've spent the last 4 years of my life spending every moment that I can trying to get someone to actually help in person and take a look at all this stuff. To actually take the time to do it and not get bored, not get sidetracked, not get busy needing to get their next fix, whatever that happens to be. I've spent all of my money trying to go to people who said that they would help. And it's not just a little bit of money. All of my disability money went to going to court date after court date after court date for them to do absolutely nothing. And then I had to go pay to go see my public defenders in those areas where it was unsafe for me to be. And they couldn't visit me on the same day as court, so I had to go there another day. And then there was their investigators who were supposed to meet with me, and that was another day. So 3 days for every court date at $100 a piece. That was just when I had a running vehicle. When I didn't, it was even more. It also depended on the vehicle. That Honda that I had, it was really good on gas. That Jeep was terrible. I had my disability money coming in, at least while I had the Honda, but I needed help getting it back. All this time, what I've been trying to do is get help stopping the abuse. It's not just physical, it's not just on the internet, it's in real life. It affects my finances, it affects my friendships, it affects my ability to have a functional phone. For trying to get help from the police, I was harmed repeatedly by the police and locked up repeatedly, and then they throw me right back out on the street. No actual support, just empty words and phone numbers to call more phone numbers to call more phone numbers. They do absolutely nothing. So I got to depend on people who are addicted to drugs and alcohol or whatever else it happens to be. A lot of people who are in screwed up situations that are barely better off than me. The problem is that a lot of these people that offer to help, they didn't offer to help because they actually wanted to help. Many of them had their hearts in the right place, but most of them, they needed help themselves. And I would like to help them. I've been helping people most of my life. I mean, that's just what I do. The problem is that I need someone to stop and focus on me instead of their selfish wants. Like, I spend a lot of time and a lot of energy and a lot of money paying for all of this in every way imaginable. And to get that help in person, I just am not going to get it in person. I understand that. I already spent everything that I had to spend. I already got screwed over in every court date because the people that I wasted my time and energy on just couldn't keep their word. Is it that complicated for somebody to go in when somebody is being abused? Somebody just go in with them to make the report to the police. Don't make it complicated. Just go in. Just fucking go in with them. I need help. I need people to take a look at this in person because it's the only way I know how to show it. A lot of times people say, "Oh, I'll do it." But I don't want you to just do it. I need you to teach me how. Otherwise, I won't know how when you leave. I need to know how to do these things. I am tired of paying people to help me for them to tell me what to do. If telling me what to do was an easy way to fix it, all this would already be done. You have no idea how many ideas all of you have over and over and over again, and those are great ideas in your fantasy world. But in my life, in my situation, it's crap. It is complete trash. And when you're spending zero time to actually look at the evidence and actually listen to what's going on, and you get bored and you got other things to do, like, yeah, that is frustrating for me. Almost everywhere I go, it eventually gets to the point where I just don't want to speak. I'm too afraid to speak. It's not like they're going to help anyway. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm grateful for that people did, but the most important part was them to listen and to speak up. And that's I'm trying to show this stuff to somebody who will speak up. I don't have the money to go jumping through these hoops. I can't keep jumping through these hoops. I shouldn't be arrested and jailed for trying to get help. I shouldn't be forced to break the law because that is their protocol. I shouldn't have to break the law to try to get help. I shouldn't have to beg people for help. I shouldn't be railroaded just because I don't have money. I shouldn't have all of my money eaten up because the police just can't manage to tell the fucking truth to save their goddamn lives. And everybody else is worried about drugs, alcohol, and getting laid. Everybody's favorite pastime is talking about themselves. I'm not talking about myself just to talk about myself. I need help. But what do I get for trying to get help? I get abused and taken advantage of and assaulted and all sorts of other stuff that is just not right. I get sent to other jurisdictions so that I can't turn in my predators. Meanwhile, my predators, it doesn't matter what jurisdiction they're in. They get to say, oh, Sean did this, and lo and behold, here's some magic money for them. Here's some magic this for them and magic that for them. I need actual help. I'm not allowed to speak. They were all allowed to speak. They were all allowed to harm me repeatedly, and nobody gives a fuck enough to actually look at this stuff. Help me.